Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nini and today we're finally finishing this sketchbook. So I pretty much painted the back cover of the sketchbook like I did with the front cover using acrylic paints, and yeah, that's what this video is going to be about today. Sorry if you can hear a fan in the background. It's pretty hot here in my bedroom, so yeah, if you like this content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and maybe join the Discord. We would love to have you there. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So with this video, I'll kind of be talking about like my final thoughts about the sketchbook that I used, just like the brand in general, and also the things that I drew in the sketchbook. The sketchbook tour will be coming soon. I'm not sure what date I'll be posting it, but I do have to record that soon. But yeah, so for this last spread, it's like the inside cover of the sketchbook. I ended up actually repainting the cover spread that I did for my first sketchbook here on YouTube. And if you haven't seen that sketchbook tour, you should definitely go watch it. It's like one of the first sketchbooks that I draw my characters in. But it was totally accidental. I did not mean to redraw it. It just kind of happened. But yeah, I wanted to have like a close-up of my characters, Mango and Pepper, which you'll be seeing me paint in a few minutes, instead of like the far away perspective that I did for the inside front cover of this sketchbook, which that video is up on my YouTube channel as well if you want to go watch that. But yeah, the sketchbook that I'm using, that I used for this entire period, was a Talon's Art Creation mixed media sketchbook that I got from Kinokuniya, which is a Japanese department store, but you could pretty much order it online anywhere. How I feel about this sketchbook, I have a love-hate relationship with this sketchbook. Like I don't know. I like the ideas in the sketchbook, and I definitely think that I improved with my artistic ability. However, I don't really like this paper in the sketchbook. It's advertised as a mixed media sketchbook. I think it's what size is this? I think it's like 8.5 by 11 maybe. Like regular printer size, I think. I could put it up on screen if I find it, or like put it in the description if I find it. So the paper is advertised as mixed media, but it doesn't really feel like that. It's very thin compared to past sketchbooks that I used. Like I've used the Canson mixed media, I've used Ohuhu mixed media sketchbook, which I love that sketchbook so much. I definitely recommend getting it if you're trying to use multiple different types of mediums. And I've also, like my last sketchbook, it was a, what was it? I forget what kind of sketchbook it was, but I'll put it up on screen or in the description if I can find it. But yeah, I'm used to thicker paper, and this one is quite thin for it to be mixed media. So whenever I wanted to paint, like using watercolor or gouache, which is usually what I use when I want to color a sketch, it just kind of messed up the paper. Well, sometimes it did and sometimes it didn't, but it really made me not really like this sketchbook. Another thing that made me not really like the sketchbook is that, well, it's not really the sketchbook's fault, it's more like my fault in choosing it, is that it's very, what's the word? Rectangular? It's rectangular instead of a square sketchbook like I'm used to. Like my past 3 sketchbooks, I think, were all square sketchbooks. So it was very weird trying to use this rectangular sketchbook, which I used to use a lot in the past, but I feel like the square sketchbook is definitely more to my taste for my art. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the sketches that I did in the sketchbook. You'll definitely see a few of them that I put a lot of effort into during the sketchbook tour, and I actually still have a video that I wanted to post from this sketchbook, but it'll probably have to be after the sketchbook tour because I'm not done with the digital illustration that goes along with it. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. Let's see, other final thoughts. Yeah, I think back to the mixed media paper in this sketchbook, I don't know, I've seen other artists use it like very well with mixed media. I'm not sure if it's like they use a different kind of sketchbook within the Talents Art Creations brand, but this mixed media paper just was not working for me. But obviously it worked with acrylic paint because acrylic paint gets very opaque and you don't need that much water. But like with watercolor, it just was weird. And like it wasn't even consistent either. Like I would use watercolor for some pages and it would work fine. And then on other pages it wouldn't work very well. Which is very weird for a sketchbook. I don't know. I don't usually use paper that isn't mixed media or like watercolor paper just in case I want to use watercolors. So yeah, it kind of warped the paper in this sketchbook. So that's definitely something that I'm looking out for and for like future sketchbooks. And that is why I bought the sketchbook that I did for my next sketchbook, which you'll see in the sketchbook tour. But yeah, I think those are my major issues with the sketchbook. Yeah. I'll definitely try to go more into depth about the things I like and dislike about the sketchbook during my sketchbook tour, because I can like literally flip through each page and see the things that I was struggling with at the time. And I think it took, when did I start the sketchbook? Let me see. I started the sketchbook in August and I ended it last month in June. That's when I painted this spread. So that's how many months? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. That's almost a year. Oh my gosh. I think this is the longest I spent on a sketchbook since starting this YouTube channel. Which, by the way, it's actually been 3 years since I started my YouTube channel. That's so exciting. I'll definitely be posting a video to celebrate that. I think it actually was in June, but I was really busy at the time because I was working on a different project. That's just taking forever. So yeah, I'll definitely be posting a video for that. Thank you guys so much for all of your support throughout these 3 years that I've been on YouTube. It means a lot and I'm really excited for all of the different projects I'm going to do in the future. So now I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the things I was and wasn't able to accomplish in this sketchbook. I was able to develop a few new characters that I'm really excited to like fully delve into in my next sketchbook. I did come up with a new location as well, which was actually during the beginning of this sketchbook, which is, I think it's the decorating my sketchbook video up on my channel. Let's see, what else did I do? I really developed my Halloween characters, like the Pumpkin King and the vampire boyfriend character that I have, that I develop every Halloween. I finally gave them their story a title called Pumpkin Blood, which is very exciting, even though I don't have a title for my main characters for my other stories. I barely drew Zara and Serenity in this sketchbook, which I hope to remedy in my next sketchbook. I think I mainly focused on Mango, Pepper, and Karma in this sketchbook. Like focusing on their past and like their stories, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that I would like to give equal love to my human characters as well as my cat characters. Um, what else? What else do I like? The same thing that happened in my last sketchbook happened in this sketchbook. I accidentally spilled some oil paint. Well, not oil paint. It was from my oil-based markers, I think is what they're called. The aeroic markers. They overheated in the sun, and so the oil separated from the paint and it caused it to like spill in my sketchbook. And the same thing happened in my last sketchbook, so I really need to learn my lesson with that. I did explore a bit more with different mediums in the sketchbook, just like my last sketchbook. Like I said before, watercolor and water-based mediums don't exactly work in the sketchbook, but markers and things like that do. So I did do a few Ohuhu marker coloring pages, I guess, if you can call it that. But yeah, I think that's really all that I was able to accomplish in this sketchbook. I don't think I achieved all the goals that I had at the beginning of my sketchbook, but that's okay. It's totally okay. You don't have to complete all your goals. Even if you just complete one, it's fine. Which is why I made that whale fall location at the very beginning of the sketchbook, because I knew I wanted to make a new location for my story. Yeah. So, final thoughts on this sketchbook. I enjoyed my time in the sketchbook, regardless of not being able to use watercolor very much. I did spend over half of the sketchbook in Korea, or like I used half of the sketchbook while I was in Korea, which will always be near and dear to my heart. It will be a great experience that I'll always remember. And I have a few things from Korea in my sketchbook, which I will be very excited to show you guys during this sketchbook tour. I was definitely able to explore a bit more with my characters and add a bit more depth with them, even creating new characters, which I really hope to be able to cross over into my next sketchbook. I really want to develop those characters and perfect my craft even more. I'm really excited to show you guys this sketchbook. There are a lot of good ideas, and I already started my next sketchbook actually. I'll show you guys a bit of it during the sketchbook tour. So I hope that you guys look forward to that. So now we're just finally adding the final touches to this final spread. I said final 3 times, oh my gosh. This is my 5th sketchbook, 5th sketchbook on YouTube. And it's celebrating my 3-year anniversary, which is really great. I definitely think it's really cool that it came full circle without even intending to, by redrawing the first illustration on the cover of my first sketchbook. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to the sketchbook tour. And as always, I will see you all later. Goodbye!